There is a trend in skincare right now. People will pay heavy sums of money for a chemical peel. A beautician will put an extremely diluted concentration of acids on your skin, and the outer layers of your skin will peel off, supposedly revealing rejuvenated skin below. Though, unintentional chemical peels have been around a lot longer than the trend, especially for those who work with those same chemicals every day. Today, we talk to a Vanderbilt head of safety and hear his story on the nature of chemical peels in the laboratory. Warning, images in this video might be a little graphic.
It took probably 3 weeks before I looked like a normal human being again. My name is Adam List. I'm a principal senior lecturer here in the chemistry department at Vanderbilt University. I teach organic chemistry labs, and I also teach general chemistry, as well as I'm on the safety committee for the chemistry department. One of the accidents I had as an undergraduate was preparing a solution for an experiment that I needed to do for my senior thesis. And I got powder on my gloves and didn't pay attention and rubbed my chin, rubbed my ear, and the next day I woke up and my skin on the chin peeled off and the skin on my ear peeled off because I had gotten a burn from that chemical. What happened is that the compound I was working with is sodium hydroxide, a very strong base, and I got the powder on my gloves. And the issue with bases is they don't actually cause a tremendous amount of pain. They just sort of feel a little slippery if you get it on your skin. And so I didn't realize that I had contaminated myself by rubbing my chin and rubbing my ear. And then the sodium hydroxide basically turned the fat in my skin into soap.
The line, "Sodium hydroxide basically turned the fat in my skin into soap," stuck with me. What could that even mean? I thought acids were the most dangerous. What makes bases dangerous? The base in question is sodium hydroxide, particularly this OH group right here. These OH are negative and love to strip molecules of their hydrogens or attack positive molecules. To skin, this base OH particularly likes to go for your proteins, and basic chemical reactions with the bonds in proteins causes them to lose shape. Bases also go for your fats. Because fats have a lot of positive centers in bonds called esters that OH likes to attack. When OH attacks a fat, we call it saponification, and this is how we make soap, just like we use saponification on vegetable fats like coconut oil. When OH touches your skin, we also undergo saponification and basically turn our fats into soap. We call this liquefaction necrosis, which is the dissolving of dead tissue into a liquid viscous mass. That's why your fingers feel slippery, slimy, or oily after spilling a base on them. Hydroxides are in your airbags and in wet concrete. So be careful. It often takes time to notice a base burn, so they are often more severe than acid burns.
But I didn't destroy just the outer layer of skin. I destroyed multiple layers of skin.
This seems so scary, and people are in labs every day and manage to remain safe. How do we prevent accidents like this one from occurring?
One important thing is to be aware when you're working with chemicals that if you get any spill or residue on your gloves, treat your gloves as if they were your bare hands and immediately take off the gloves, wash your hands, because contamination can transfer to you pretty quickly if you leave that spill on your gloves. Sometimes chemicals will soak through gloves and make it to your skin. And so sort of just being aware while you're manipulating the chemicals that, hey, I spilled this or I've contaminated my gloves and I need to refresh my gloves, wash my hands, get a new pair of gloves, and get back to work.
The bases and acids in chemical labs are way more dangerous than the chemical peels of trends. In laboratories, there is an abundance of caution and training but accidents still happen. Being ready to respond to spills and habitually not wiping your face is super important, or you could end up in the ER with an unwanted face peel experience, only surviving by the hairs of your chinny chin chin.
Thank you for watching this episode of A Laboratory Horror Story, written and produced by Cheryl Guate. Special thanks to Matt Oakley, Kirk Osomayo, Halsna CC0, and Jose Travieso for the music clips courtesy of Free Music Archive. Another thanks to Pexels, Vidvio, and Aluna Blue for some of the clips used in this video. Tune in next time for another episode of A Laboratory Horror Story.